Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Ismael Aziz here, and as you've read the title, I'm going to talk a bit about my approach and how that made me fuck tons amount of money, how it's all relative, and how what I'm saying isn't actually financial advice because it's got nothing, like my way isn't your way. And I'll get into that, where fundamentally how I make money and how I handle money should not be how you handle money, and how you handle money shouldn't be how your mother handles money. So let's kick it off with back to my broke days. Now, when I say broke days, I would have about £20 a week, maybe a month, depending on the month, and I would make that stretch. Yes, I would stretch that as far as it came across. And then that's not a poor life because, well, I was living at home with the family, but I didn't really have much money. And then we move on to when I'm living by myself, right? And at this point, I've got a salary. So I was working a job in a real estate company, but a bitch job. Like, I'm making nothing. I'm making what? I think it was just under $2,000 a month. And most of that money went back into my business. So now I'm broke trying to grow my business, and it took me so long. And hi there, so sorry to interrupt you in your video experience. It's going to take me 30 seconds to say this. The bulk of the money that I've made has been through servicing clients, whether that's on Google campaigns, web development, or things in the back end to automate the business. And I feel as though this is the best way that I can give back, and that's through a free school community where everything I've learned A to Z, how to get these clients, how to close deals at high ticket, how to service the clients, how to hire, to have a scalable, manageable business. And it's what I want to give back. I've spent 6 months building this. The link is down below. I've got nothing to sell you, just a free community for you to come in. All the knowledge is there, ready for you to take. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, don't worry. I hope you're having an amazing day regardless. And yeah, thanks for watching my videos, and I'll see you guys right now. When you're getting started, it's all a theory. It's all, I think if I do this, this would work. I think if I do this, this will work. And that's kind of like how you push, right? So here's one thing that I would do, because most of the money would go back to the business. But now I used to go on dates, and this is how I approached my dates. I would go on a date knowing exactly the little amount in my bank account. And it's not like I went to Nando's or Chick-fil-A or any of these cheap places. I would take these girls to the best restaurants, right? And I couldn't afford those restaurants. I could afford it for one person, but for two people, I couldn't afford it. So what I would do is I would know how much I have in my bank. I would study the menu before going on the date. So I've studied the shit out of the menu. And depending on what she ordered, it would dictate what I ordered. And a lot of this is fake it till you make it. And understand, there were times I went on dates that I would tell the girl after she's ordered her food. Yes? Now granted, nowadays I order all the food, but she'd ordered her food. I said, "What are you getting?" My response, "Salad, baby. I'm on a diet." Yes? Because she's used up my whole budget. The whole budget has gone to whatever she wants. Right? And I'm there eating a, $20 salad, because that's all I can allocate to myself. Right? And she's eating very nicely. But now, why do this? Why did I do this? Because I told myself, I need to live to a standard that I can't afford. And then I need to get myself to that standard. I need to adjust how I see things. So I'm at these restaurants and everyone's got money. I'm looking at all these people ordering so much, so on and so forth, so on and so forth. And then I'm like, okay, I need to get there. But now, at the same time, I was seeing all these guys that I know, they would go out to pubs regularly throughout the week. And I thought to myself, you know what? I don't want to do that. Why would I spend my money like that? Because that doesn't make sense. So what I would do is I would go out a lot less often. But when I would go out to the top places. I would go out to the best places that my money can stretch to. And funny enough, when you go out a lot less frequently and you go to the nice places, you can actually use your money quite nicely. And when I would go out, I would study. How do these rich men walk? How are they talking? What are they doing? What are they wearing? How are they behaving? When I speak to them, like, what's their candle? Like, who are they? How do I embrace who they are? Yes? And many people would say, and it's factual, I'm being fake. The classic fake until you make it. I'm going to places that I can't or don't have a merit being in. Yes? But there's nothing wrong with that. I'll put it to another domain, which is the gym. When I went to the gym, I remember me and this guy Moritz from my school, we both entered the gym. We are tiny, like I'm not tall, but fuck was I short. Yeah, I had a super late growth spurt. Growth spurt is an exaggeration when I say growth spurt. Yes? But relative to me, I grew nicely. So I'm tiny, I'm in the gym. Me and him are really small, skinny as shit. And I saw that he was not comfortable. And he wanted to leave early. I said, Moritz, we're not leaving. Yes, we're small. But by the end of this, we stay consistent. It's one day at a time. We will be the biggest guys in this gym. I promise you that. Fast forward a few years, we're the biggest guys in the gym. It just took consistency and just stupid amount of reps. But one can say we had no place being there. But we made that place our home, where we went there. We were the people that were there. To the same extent, now all these restaurants, they mean jack shit to me, right? Or let's say fashion brands. Like, you all listen to these rappers talk about, got my Balenciaga hoodie or my Louis Vuitton. Bitch, that's like 2 to 4 racks, maybe 10. Yes? So, like, it's all relative, but you have to push past that which you're comfortable, if you're like me. Now, here's the caveat. You don't have to be like me. Many people aren't. So there's a guy that I'm working with, and there's a video dropping, I don't know where I'm going to put it, where he came to me, 6,000. Yes, he is 6,000 in debt when he came to me. His business, not really a business. Everything he made, he burnt. He, I believe last week, made $20,000 just that week alone. And business it's looking good, it's looking healthy. Realistically, done correctly, that his business can skyrocket really nicely. Now, would I give him the same advice? No. There was times when he said, look, I want to play risky here, I want to play risky here. I told him, no, you don't play risky. Because your personality does not allow you to play risky. If you play risky, you're going to destroy yourself. Me? I've been on the noodle diet. When I say the noodle diet, for the bulk of a year, I'm eating noodles, I'm eating eggs, and I'm the cheapest processed meat I could find. The meat I could eat, you didn't have to cook it. You could take it out of the packet and eat that shit, because it was that processed. Yes? And I can go back to that. Like, I'd rather not. But I can go back to that. Yes? And it doesn't bother me, because I've seen that I can get out of it. But then for other people, that's not ideal. I've got the type of personality that I can spend everything I have. Like everything I have. And go make more. And it's not an issue. But now there's a caveat here. My speciality is sales. Right? It's not that I have a sales background. I've just heavily trained on sales. I know sales inside out. I can push any product, like let's say borderline any product, as long as I believe in it and I know that it's going to fucking work. I don't even need to know how to do it. I just need to see other people do it. I can close enough deals, pay people to teach me this shit, and get it done. So to that extent, I'm relatively comfortable in knowing I can go to fucking zero. Yes, if you're doing NFTs or some bullshit like this, I don't recommend it, because like once that trend or whatever the fuck is gone, just be careful on what you prioritize in terms of in terms of your speciality, right? And then myself, speaking truthfully, I've always grown, and that's one of the reasons I left London, right? I left London, I'm making good money, yes? But London in itself isn't a place where people spend a lot of money, right? And yeah, you get people who spend, but you can't show it. Because if you wear this in London, stab, stab, stab. Yeah? You don't, they were like, fuck this, like wear like a base Rolex. Stab, stab, stab. I was in a club in London, Lux. Yeah? So this is like one of the top clubs in London. I'm chilling. Right? I'm in the smoking section, chilling, talking to people. All of a sudden there's a commotion just outside. We got 3 Donnies and balaclavas, yes, blah 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 blah, shouting. They knock someone out, taking his watch. Now no one's gonna intervene because one of the twats has a machete. Yes, so security's not getting involved. There's no police because London, well done, no police. Not to shit on the police, but there's not enough fucking police there, right? And his watch is getting stolen. So when I was in London, I didn't have a push. I'm like, why the fuck should I work more? Like, I'm doing stupidly good. Like, I couldn't be fucked to work more. I couldn't see a reason. Yeah? Then I moved relatively permanently to Dubai. Oh my goodness. Fuck, do I feel poor? And that's good for me. But now, I may come across as an asshole. Ismael, what do you mean you feel poor in Dubai? So, let me give you the context. I have a fucking supercar. I go to a supercar rally. Yeah? So it's just me and hella supercars. We're having the best time of our life. Then we sit down, we're eating some food, I'm munching away. Then I meet the guy who's organizing the supercar rallies and he's talking to us. And he's explaining to me how he went to a guy's house, the guy is a sheikh, the guy had lions, baby lions, he had a tiger. Not only that, he had a fucking orangutan. He had an orangutan in the house chilling, and there was videos of the orangutan in the house. Yes? And it's described that what they have is past the point of money, where they just get a monthly budget of fuck amounts, where they just have every supercar. But having every supercar doesn't mean anything. They just get slapped on the wrist. Why are you spending money stupidly? Yes? They have the right to have these animals. I don't have that right. Now, granted, there's many ways that I can structure my life to have the right to end up with monkeys and shit, and like baby lions, baby Simbas. But I'm so far away from that. And it makes you feel like, fuck, I'm not doing anything with my life. The truth is, I am. The truth is, I'm doing relatively well. But when you are the smallest fish, you feel like you've done nothing. Because everyone else has done so much more, right? A good way to describe this is, you can be the biggest person in your little gym, right? Your town gym. Yes, you can feel good, yeah, I'm big. Then you go to the gym where the retards use steroids. Yes, like the big boy gyms. I don't care how big you are, you're going to feel like a small person. You're going to feel like, oh, I haven't pushed myself enough, or I need to push more, so on and so forth. And it's a humbling effect. But that humbling effect also takes you out of reality. Yes, because like, I'll be sitting there, and then I'll get really confused. Like, am I poor? Like, have I not done well? And cognitive dissonance is what I get from this. But now, you have to look at everything to yourself. Yes? Now, I'm going to give you a story. So, one of the guys, the guy that I referenced, I brought him to the Supercar rally, right? So we started off where a place where I've got this car from. So that was just the beginning of the meet. That's how I found out about the rally, right? And he says to me, Ishmael, when is a good time for like me to get these kind of things? Like, how much do I need? How much do I want? And I told him there isn't a specific answer. It depends how you want to live your life. On the basis that you want to become the next Elon Musk, Bill Gates, blah, blah, blah. You can't get this kind of shit. You can't get these supercars. You can further down the line. But when you're making money, you put all that money to the side, to investments, to projects, to this, to that. You handle each dime correctly. Know how you're spending. You leverage debt to shit, so on and so forth. Like it's a whole game. But now, if you don't care so much for that, and truthfully, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care. Like, part of me would love to join the pissing contest that is with men, and becoming a billionaire and all this kind of shit. Part of me would love to compete. But in my maths, that's not worth it. Because I'm going to die, I'm going to meet my maker, and I can't say, look how much money I made, though. because it's fucking irrelevant. And I know how much work can take you out of life. Like, I know how much work has taken me out of my own existence just working. And that being said, I know where I want to hit, and I'll get onto that in a second. Right? I know what I want to achieve, and I don't think I want to achieve much past that. Because for that, like, at that point, in my own books, I've done it. I've made it. I'm good. I'm going to go become proficient in something else. So you have to look relative to you. Let's say this car is, give or take, $250,000. In GBP, maybe a little bit more in pounds. I could be wrong, but let's just say that.
GBP, a little bit more in pounds. It's 300,000 car.
Okay, fine. It's USD 300,000 this car. Right? Let's imagine you've got $1 million in the bank. If you want to go and you've got stable income coming in, you want to get this car, you want to get a house, and you're happy, good, do it. Do it. Who the fuck is anyone to tell you what to do with your money? Yes? Because you must ask yourself this. Let's imagine if I died. Yes? Or I hop onto a deathbed, or I get very sick. Yes? And money can't solve the problem. Would I have wanted to spend and enjoy time in a supercar, or have my own supercar, or have my own this and that, luxury holidays, whatever? Or am I happy that I've put everything into a pot? And then there's so many caveats to it. It's all dependent on the person. Like me, myself, my kids will get jack shit. Like, they're going to get jack shit. When I say jack shit, I'm just going to give them like trauma. Yes, but like good trauma, but trauma. They're not getting any money. There'll be no inheritance. None of that. Because that just makes a person weak. So to that extent, I don't care about what, like, I care money for their education. Past that, I don't give a fuck. Alright, so I'm not building for them, I'm building for myself. Yeah? Call me a selfish bastard, I don't really care. But that's my approach. So also look at it from those glasses. Because my advice, or the way that I did it, may not be necessarily built for you. And now, I'll share a little bit more. My target is nice and simple. For me now, I don't class myself as a millionaire in my books. Legally, with assets, with that which I own, legally, I'm a millionaire. Now, in regards to, do I see myself as a millionaire? No. Because even when I was broke, yes, in my books, having $1 million or whatever the fuck in assets or bank means nothing. That doesn't make you a millionaire in my books. A millionaire is a person who can make $1 million. And now, cool. Give it enough time, anyone can make $1 million. If you can live, 10,000 years, I believe everyone would be a millionaire. So then, what is the time frame? For me, it's 1 month. If you can make $1 million in 1 month, right, you are a millionaire in my books. That motherfucker is a millionaire. Because if they want to make $1 million, they make $1 million. Now, I'm sure there'll be some people who watch this who are millionaires and like, that's incorrect. Nigga, why do you give a fuck about what I have to say? Like, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. It shouldn't bother you that much. Right? Like, you shouldn't give a fuck, so don't give a fuck. If you're bothered by it and you've got money, like, you should have more problems than my YouTube video. So make it all relative to you and look at someone else and think, do I want to be like you? Do I like your life? Would I like your life? Do I like your principles? Do I like how you think? Many people have said to me, Ishmael, you've got so much good stuff to say, but I don't want to be like you. Don't. Then genuinely don't. Look at somebody that you like, that you'd like to be like. And if you don't know them, just imagine. If it's someone that you've watched on YouTube and you don't know them, imagine who they are and take it from there. Right? Try to contact them. I expect they won't respond. But understand that everything is relative. And you don't have to do it someone else's way. If you're comfortable with risk, risk it all. If you're not comfortable with risk, don't risk it all. And keep it relative to you and don't allow yourself to be judged by other people. That's all for this video, and I'll catch you guys at another video.